Hey guys, it's Jarrad. Just checking in again. It's been about, I don't know, 6 months since my last video, which is a little bit comical to me because I was so excited. I was so energetic about where I was at in my life at that time. And I shared like 3 videos and then I completely quit. Hashtag story of my life, right? So I start these things, start these projects, and then I don't finish them because I get scared, I get nervous, and I start coming up with all these excuses about why I don't want to or why I can't. And I've learned something along the way that you have to make your mission bigger than your excuses, courtesy of one of my mentors. And here I am, 6 months after I began, a year after I posted a couple of like 2 blogs on my personal website. I'm recording a video and I'm going to post it again and I'm going to share it. And that's the story of my journey, that I started and I stopped. I started and I stopped because I got scared along the way. And the thing is, though, in all of that, I always come back. I always come back for more because I refuse to give up my dream. Every now and again, I hear someone tell me, like, well, you could just do this, like this thing, this day job thing, or do this or that. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not really the dream. And you guys know what the dream is. I've shared it in the past, but a quick reminder, it's like one day, ultimate goal, to speak on stage in front of 60,000 people. And not just speak on stage, but like have something meaningful to share, have experiences, have a challenge that I can give to the audience, something that would change their life. And it's a big goal of mine, and I'm going to pursue it with everything that I've got. And I'm so thankful that you're here, that you're watching these videos. I appreciate you. This is like day one for me, or day 7, or whatever, 6 months into the journey. And I hope that you're with me and that I get to see you sometime and work with you sometime as we work through this and as my journey progresses, and as you see me continuing to develop and pursue my dream. But not just about me, it's about you and you pursuing your dream. And that's why I do this. That's why I want to do this, is to help you pursue your own dream in your life. Because the reality is, I've got a story, and you've heard bits and pieces of it along the way, or you've heard the whole thing, where a few years ago I was traveling through another country or multiple countries, and I got sick, and then I got depressed, and then I came home, and then I got more depressed, and I went to doctors and got more depressed and got more sick essentially. And it wasn't until I reached the very end of that and I said, you know what, this sucks. Something's got to give. And you hear people, and you hear about stories where people go and start having suicidal thoughts. And I wasn't necessarily having suicidal thoughts, but I was in the moments where I'm like, man, is this worth it? Is it worth being sick in this way and having nothing in life worth waking up for? So I was just shy of that when something shifted. And the biggest shift, was personal development and choosing to take my life into my own hands and not allowing the expectations of the world, or the beliefs that even my ego was feeding me, that I wasn't worth it, that I should just give up and I should just stay in bed every day and not go take a shower. Not a good idea, by the way. And I challenged it. I said, you know what, this does suck, but I'm going to rise above this and try something else. Because honestly, at that point, I had nothing to lose, right? I was at my lowest that I'd ever been. I had nothing else to lose. So I decided I would try this course, or I would take this program, or I'd reach out to this person and ask them this question, or I would try this different natural medicine, or I would change my food. And I have continued that same progress over the past 2 years. In my life, and the trajectory of my life is entirely different than what it used to be. And I'm going to share. I'm going to share that story. I'm going to share those experiences that I've had, and continue to have, because they've changed my life. And if they can do it for me in 2 years, then I know the same mindset, the same progress, and the struggle, all of it can be shared with other people to help you get to where you want to be. Because even beyond the sickness, the reality is I wasn't living a life that felt fulfilling. I was just going through the motions. I was doing the thing. I was traveling the world. Yeah, that was great. Looked great on my passport, great on resumes. But the reality is, none of it mattered. It did not matter, because I was just going through these motions to try to feel like I was living. And now I'm at a place where when I wake up, I'm excited about the day that I have. I'm excited to go out and meet new people, to have new experiences, to get on. I love getting on airplanes. Some people don't like flying. I'm a fanatic of flying. If you haven't seen, I love sharing posts from the clouds. And I took I'm in Phoenix, Arizona right now at this really awesome conference, and I took probably 500 photos. That's just shy of an exaggeration. I took a ton of photos though, and the guy next to me kept looking over, and I'm like, dude, just leave me alone. I'm taking these photos. The clouds are marvelous, and I have this deep fascination with being in the air, the stillness, the calmness in the clouds. It's awesome. But anyway, that's me geeking out and getting off track. Coming back. So thanks for watching this video. I was challenged by a couple of people this event that I would do this because it has been 6 months since I've shared anything, and the reality is in life we often hear these voices, we hear these struggles, these even sometimes create these unrealistic expectations that people are going to say bad things. And if you go back and you look, or if you were part of the community 6 months ago, I received nothing but positive feedback on the videos that I share. They're not like life-changing viral videos or anything, but they were me stepping into a space of being authentic and vulnerable with you guys. And you were nothing but positive. And yet I had all these fears and expectations that something very different was going to come from that. And if you only knew how long I sat in front of this camera before I hit this record button and shared this, I went over it in my head over and over and over. And the reality is, you just got to hit the button sometimes. You hit the red button, hit record, and just share it. The world's going to decide how they react to it, but you cannot stop and wait on them before you even give them a chance to make that criticism. You just got to share your thing. And ultimately, I believe that reality for all of us, that everybody has something that the world needs. And as I'll share more in my next video about feeling unworthy and feeling like you don't belong, it's something that you've got to push through, because the reality is you are worthy and you do belong in this space, and you have contribution, and the world is waiting on you. They're waiting on you to share your journey and your experience and your areas of expertise. So go out there, guys, and make your difference. All right, thanks for listening. Love you guys. See you next time. Peace out.